What's up, everybody? So this is the brand new series I'm working on, and it's about transitioning to Halo on PC. So this new series is going to be basically going with you guys. We're going to be learning keyboard and mouse. We're going to be learning the settings, things we should know when transitioning, and just basically how we're going to actually become good on keyboard and mouse and PC for when MCC comes out on PC later this year. Now, first what we're going to do is once we've downloaded Halo Online, we're going to go into the customization settings. So I've already set up my name and everything like that, but you want to do that, you want to set yourself as a name. That's the first thing you do before you do anything else. Second, what you want to do is you want to load up a custom game just with yourself at the very start. We're going to go through some settings that we want to go through before we actually start playing. So I'm going to give you a basic setup so you can basically find it out for yourself, but this worked out really well for me. So let's jump into it. We go to settings, we'll go to controls, and we'll go to keyboard. Now what we want to do here is make it as easily accessible as possible so you can transition over into keyboard and mouse as easily and as seamlessly as possible. So I have a mouse that has extra buttons on it, and we're going to cover that in a second, but it will make it a hell of a lot easier because you don't have to use everything with your left hand. You can melee, you can throw grenades with your right hand that's on the mouse. So I'll leave these settings up for a little bit so you guys can see them, copy them, print screen it, whatever you want to do, but I found this as almost the easiest way to more or less transition onto keyboard and mouse. And the more you play with it, the more you get familiar with it. And if you want to tweak it then once you're comfortable with it, that would be the way to go. So, as I said, I have a mouse. So I have this special little mouse here, and as you can see on it, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 buttons that I can use to either throw grenades or shoot or do whatever the hell I want with it. Now the thing that's really good with this is that I can actually, there we go, I can actually change the DPI settings to whatever I want. Now you're probably saying, if you've never played PC before, you're like, what's DPI? And it basically is your acceleration. So you have your acceleration with your controller on, say, Halo 5 or on MCC, and you raise it or lower it depending on how quick you want to get up to your maximum sensitivity. 850 is what works for me. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. Keep in mind, Halo Online, it slows down your mouse a little bit, so when you go to MCC, this might not work, and you might have to bump it up or lower it a little bit, depending on what you want. But just keep in mind that 850 is probably a really good place to start with, so do that. And then as you become more comfortable with it, as I said, you can tweak it to your liking. The next thing I want to cover is your sensitivity. Now, with this particular game, I've noticed that looking side to side isn't too bad. But if you set it to the exact same horizontal as you do vertical, you're not going to be able to look up enough when you do that with the mouse. So bumping that up to about 26, 25, 26 is probably your way to go when you start. Everything else is pretty much the same. I mean, if you use vehicles a lot, I guess you can fiddle with that a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just pick whatever is comfortable for you. What you really want to do is pick a sensitivity that isn't too bad for you, stick with it, and if you've used it for a little while and you still want to tweak it then, but don't change it all the time because you're going to have a sensitivity crisis just like on the controller, and you won't build up the skill that you need to actually transition over to keyboard and mouse. Some beginner aiming tips that I found really helpful was that just have fun with it. Don't try to be the biggest MLG pro ever. Go into snipers so you can get a feel for the sniper. Just try no scope everything, learn the controls like that. Go into lone wolves. There's a couple of lone wolves playlists on this game. Do that. You'll learn the AR and the BR, and you become very competent with that. And if you do snipers and that, and you build up your skills like that, you'll actually be able to go into the MLG playlist and do pretty well. If you want a specific tip, say you're about here to this column over here, you can no scope at this range. You can even probably no scope at this range pretty comfortably on PC, and you'll hit it 99% of the time once you become confident, that is. Anything other than like even here, you could either no scope to this. The only time I would ever zoom in is if distance, we're talking here to gold. That is the time I would zoom in. Otherwise, you really don't have to because it's that good no scoping. You're going to see the clips in a little bit where you can just no scope everything. So as far as gameplay goes, I wanted to do a little bit of research to find out just how long it would take me. So I looked at a lot of the Counter-Strike Go professional players. There's a lot of articles and a lot of information, and basically said, I'll put up the graph that I found, but the first 20 hours are going to be hard. If you've never played keyboard or mouse before, it's going to be really difficult. You're going to push through it. I just went straight into team snipers and MLG. I did really, really bad for those 20 hours. I was terrible. but I slowly got a little bit of muscle memory, and I'm like, okay, if I do it like this or I move like that, I can kind of aim a little bit better. And basically, they say after about 100 hours, you'll be fluid enough to beat most of the people on there. If you're already a Halo player, once you get how to aim down, you'll be fine because you already know the maps, you know the layout, you know the spawns, you know the weapon respawn times. And it's literally just a Halo 3 remake, well, it is a Halo 3 game, so you would absolutely be able to shred everybody once you become comfortable. I will say that no-scoping on Halo Online, or just PC in general, it's a completely different ballgame. I could just no-scope everybody and compare it to where you're on, I guess, console. It's completely different. So it's going to be very interesting to see when it comes out on PC, how is it going to stack up? Is the competitive stuff going to swap over, or is it going to stay on console? It's going to be a higher skill gap on PC by far, so it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with it. I'm positive someone's going to ask this, so I might as well include this in the video itself. One, you're like, Remy, you couldn't upload a Halo Online. Why can you upload a Halo Online now? And the big thing of that is I'm no longer a claimer with 343 and working on an MCC behind the scenes, which was the big thing that was stopping me from doing it because it was against their code of conduct. Now that I can upload it and I can basically show my transitioning into becoming a good player. Second, I can't link a download link to this, or I can actually get strike down on my channel. I don't want a copyright strike. But if you look up Halo 3 El Dorito or Halo Online El Dorito with Halo 3 mods, just in Google and just add YouTube on the end, you'll find the exact video that I used, and you just download the file, extract the file, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else. Everything's pre-installed. You're all good. If you get any sort of errors or any codes like that, post them in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to give you a solution to the problem, because as you can see, this is late at night, so keep this in mind. There's only, say, I don't know, 46 players online. That will go to about 500 in peak, so like noon for me, nighttime in America would be 500 to maybe 1,000. When the PC actually released, the PC announcement was almost 1,000 to 1,500, so there's a lot of hype then. It's kind of died down now, but I could jump into a Team Snipers game now if I wanted to, and you can just play. So how am I going? How am I progressing into becoming a PC player? And I gotta say, first 20 to 30 hours, they were rough, as I said. Then I started to pick it up. I slowly, instead of getting double kills or triple kills, started getting overkills with a couple kill tacks and a couple of atrocities. You'll see the clips as they go throughout the video. They slowly progress and get a little bit better, which is really awesome to see. I actually haven't played in a couple of weeks because I had PC problems and I've been trying to get MCC stuff out because free-for-all is out in MCC. So that was a bugger, and plus, being a reclaimer, I wasn't allowed to play Halo Online anymore. By the way, I got kicked because I made the gamer tag Tanya Likes BBC. So that sucks, but it frees me up to do content like this, which is honestly a positive because I really want to make videos like this to help you guys and basically be prepared for when MCC on PC comes out. If you can become really good now, you're gonna obliterate everybody, absolutely everybody, all the Steam noobs or whoever's going to come across. You'll slaughter everyone, and that's what you really want. You want to be prepared for when it comes out. That's going to do it, guys. Just the basics today, getting it out of the way, all the downloads, all the controls, basics, what you should expect, and all those other things when you're first starting out on PC. I really love this series that I'm doing because I've played console for such a long time that doing something new is actually super exciting. And being a complete noob again and then building up my skills again, you guys will see I'll suck at the start, but I'll slowly build up my skills and get really good over time. So hopefully you guys take that journey with me, and if you want to play Halo Online with me, drop a comment below, let me know what your screen name is, and we can play some games. I'm happy to host some games, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.